Welcome back. It's Valentine's Day here on Backstage, but rather than celebrate the commercialization of romantic love, we have decided to give voice to the anger, the frustration, and the confusion that so many Montrealers are feeling at this otherwise lovey-dovey time of year. Sitting beside me is Sapand, who is a lovelorn Montrealer with a very interesting story to tell. He's going to share it with us, and then Ryan and I are going to discuss amongst ourselves and counsel him as best we can in our inept way. Hi, Sapand. Welcome to Backstage.
Thanks for having me.
So talk to us.
Now, I met a couple of girls at this bar I used to frequent. Can I name it? Or,
Yeah, we have no secrets here on Backstage.
Heads up, people at the Cock and Bull, I love you. Okay. Anyway, so it's closing time, and I'm like, you guys want to go back to my house, hang out? So we do, and there's two of them and they're roommates, and so I'm feeling fairly happy and excited about this, and things start to get rolling, and, you know, one of them decides that she's not exactly comfortable and decides to take off. So it's me and... Go ahead.
So to interject, you were going to have a threesome kind of situation, and one of the girls freaked out?
The thought had crossed my mind, yeah. It's, and one of the girls didn't freak out, but didn't feel like she wanted to stay, so she left, and I ended up hooking up with the girl that did stay. And next thing I know, weeks have gone by, and I'm seeing her often, and, well, at this point, it's been 3 months since then, and we're dating, and I am now not single for the first time in, I'd say, about 4 years. Here's where the problem comes in. Okay. We both frequent the same bar. I met her trying to sleep with her and her roommate. People at this bar are into her, want in her pants, and therefore have much material with which to use to badmouth me. So I'm trying to figure out how to be a gentleman and gain her trust without laying down the law in a drunken stupor on the heads of whoever it is that happens to be badmouthing me. Because that's not exactly, you know, you tend to outgrow that kind of thing.
Interesting dilemma.
Yes, very, very interesting. It's too bad the three didn't work out for you, bro, because that would have been kind of fun, but
No comment.
yeah. So what do you think?
I think that you shouldn't worry about the people that are gossiping. You should work on developing a relationship with your girlfriend where you guys are friends and you're open, so she thinks that, you know, she knows that she can trust you.
Yeah, I mean, my basic opinion is, you know, you shouldn't be giving your ear to people that are badmouthing your boyfriend, you know, and she agrees with me, and it's just taken sort of a little bit more fine-tuning than I expected.
I think you got a good situation. It sounds like you got a good, you know, a good start to something that could be cool with a woman that sounds pretty cool. So, you know, just, you know, maybe just take your time, be easy, keep it real with her. Hope she keeps it real with you. And if it works out in the long run, maybe the roommate will come around and you get to do that 3 after all.
Yeah, okay. Well, I mean, I guess, yeah, I guess I could potentially be very lovelorn, but at this point, maybe I'm at the edge where I could work it out, so I'm not exactly lovelorn. How's that?
I think that's great. I think we should all cheers to you and your girlfriend.
Cheers. Baby.
Cheers to luck, bro.
All right.
That was great. Now, while you guys are chugging away, would you like to know what's coming up next on Backstage?
Oh, I think I could deal with that. Yeah, sure.
All right, let me tell you.
Welcome back to Backstage. It's Valentine's Day, and we are exploring the dark side of love. We're here with Rebecca, who's a bartender here at Blizzards, and has a little bit of an issue with all you cats coming down to the bar.
Well, you know, it's not so much an issue. It's just, you know, a lot of people come down to the bar and ask for my number and ask me out, you know. It's kind of a tough situation.
But, I mean, that sounds like a pretty good situation to me. Guys coming to the bar, picking you up, asking for your number. Where's the problem?
Well, you know, it's like when you go in a bar, it's sort of like, even if the bartender's not that good looking, she's just automatically great because she's the bartender. So they're not really into me, I guess. They're more into pouring the alcohol, I suppose.
Are they ever sleazy?
Oh, very sleazy. Once I had a hand up my skirt, that was not pleasant. Not pleasant at all.
Ouch. I don't know. I can understand why this happens because, I mean, every man's dream is a woman that's going to serve him beer, right? So, but you got to, okay, be honest. Like, you've never, ever picked up one of your customers?
Well, you know, I'm going to be honest with you guys. It definitely has happened, but that's not an invitation for everyone to come down, you know. But the sweetest thing, I got to say, the line that got me was, I've been waiting to talk to you for 3 years.
Nice.
I just want to know, though, and I think this is something that could benefit a lot of, you know, women and guys out there. Like, how can you turn somebody off completely? Like, say you're working at a bar, this and that. You're a girl working at the bar. What can a woman behind the bar do to make it clear to all those guys that she's just not there for their entertainment? You're a guy. Tell us.
Man, I don't. Guys are pretty thick, man. We don't really get the message, straight up. What do you do?
I got one line that works. It's, I don't give out my number at work. So, it's just a rule I got. If they say, please, please, I say, it's just a rule I have, so you ain't getting it.
Sounds pretty complicated, but it's pretty much straight up. I'm sure a lot of bartenders out there appreciate you venting tonight.
Oh, thank you for having me on.
Welcome. Would you like to know what's coming up next on Backstage?
I would love to.
Well, let me share it with you then. What are your thoughts on mixtapes?
It's funny you should ask that, actually. I was just, being that I just moved here, I'm still unpacking. I was going through a box of tapes today, and I found a mixtape that a grade 9 girlfriend had made for me, which was kind of a funny little trip down memory lane,
Totally. I kept all the tapes my high school boyfriends made me, including one with a special extended mix of Def Leppard's Love Bites.
Nice. Yeah, I think I had some like Bon Jovi or something on this one too. It's good.
Well, I guess mixtapes have a special significance for everybody, and 2 UK artists have turned our culture's love of mixtapes into an art exhibit. It's showing in Montreal right now at a new space on the main called Pavilion. So I went to check out the mixtape exhibit.
Cool. Let's check it out.
I was seeing someone at the time, but this girl was pretty, and our relationship, the relationship that I was in, was kind of going downhill.
Welcome back to the Valentine's Day edition of Backstage, where we're giving a voice to the dark side of love. Sitting here with me right now is Joe. Joe, would you like to share your issues with our viewing audience?
I don't really have any particular issues at this juncture, although I do feel I was taken for a little bit of a ride, and I took a little bit of a bath in the ocean of love recently. A very apparently serious relationship was terminated as a result of a person's inability to face up to things, and to face up to me, and pick up a telephone, or come face to face and make a clean break. Instead, it was done via instant messenger, which I think is pretty poor.
Ouch.
I think that's like the harshest thing. I don't know if any of you have ever experienced the humiliation of getting dropped on instant messenger, but let me tell you, it's pretty humiliating and it's pretty sad.
I don't know. I mean, I've been through something kind of similar as far as dealing with, somebody over a long distance where you resort to email and messenger and stuff for communication, and it definitely has its drawbacks and advantages, but I feel for you, bro. I mean, getting canned via some typing is just not a good way to go out.
It's so wrong. It's so wrong. It's just wrong on so many levels. I can't even consider this person a friend right now. It's quite sad. I'm lovelorn and depressed and shaken up by the whole thing. I've lost my faith in all humanity as a result of this.
I think this is getting a little too depressing. Not that I don't care.
I'm not depressed. I think this is hilarious. It's a blast. I think the whole idea of there's a whole story here that you have to understand, is that our relationship has been played out on television already. This is just the rebuttal.
Okay. Well, I think that maybe we should change the subject now and move on.
Let's talk about this, Simona.
I think
this is a greater issue. Love.
Now let's check in with Ryan and see what he has for us. Ryan? Well, that's all the time we have left this week for Backstage. Can you guys believe it?
I can't believe it!
Already? Well, thank you so much for watching. Happy Valentine's Day. Hope it's not too much of a bitter one. Hope it's a happy one filled with love. And we'll see you next week on Backstage.
We'll see you next week. Live long and prosper.
I'm Simona Rabinovich, and this has been Backstage. Bye.